Yay! We made it. Hi, guys. Oh my geez. Should tell you the things I've been trying to do to get this going. So I'm just going to wait a few minutes, and what else was I going to do? I'm going to get Facebook up on my iPad because I know that I can't see the comments on Facebook as they come through unless I'm on a different device. So bear with me, guys. Just getting things sorted. Wait for a few people to join. Hi, Bonnie. This is 3. So this is exciting. So this is the first of my little mini series that I'm doing. Sorry, I've got 2 screens going on, so you're just going to have to bear with. I'll try and put them closer together. This is the first of my mini series that I'm doing for the students, which is all about. I'll try and make sure I'm not perfect. Which is all about how to stay productive working from home. Because I know that's super difficult for adults, I can't talk, let alone young people as well. So I think it's super important that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I'm just uploading some bits as I'm going along. I really wanted to chat to you guys about this and wanted to chat to the SASA students and anybody who wanted to join today. So I want you guys to chill. I'm sat on my little bed. Ziggy's here. Come say hi, Ziggy. Ziggy's here, giving everyone all the vibes. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to stay productive working from home. Now, bear with me because I've never used this technology before. As you can see, my head is in the way. And I've got 2 screens going on. So I'm going to try and be as clear as possible. And I've got my iPad as well to make sure that I'm telling you the right things. And I'm going to put some bits on the screen, and then those that are watching / are going to watch, this is, sorry if you hear that sly little noise, that's Ziggy making moaning noises, being annoying. Those who are watching, there's also an accompanying workbook, which is quite long, that goes along with this video, and I'm going to be going through the workbook as a way of explaining things to you guys. Yes. So I'm just going to put me here, and I wonder if this is going to work, guys. Are you ready? She says, can anybody see my face? Maybe not. Okay. So I'll go this side. I'm going to talk you through. So those of you watching on Instagram, it will probably be better you watching this either on YouTube Live or Facebook Live, purely because I've got stuff going on the screen, which you can read along with me. I'm going to take our logo off so you can see properly. Okay, I've also got a cup of tea, so get comfy because we're going to get through how we can be productive working from home. And also, please note that ask questions on Instagram Live, ask questions on Facebook. How I can see, guys, I don't know. I've never used StreamYard before. I don't know how I can see comments on YouTube that's going on. Bear with, guys. I'm getting there. Just want to make sure that I'm doing all the right things for you. Amazing. I just want to go to normal YouTube. Okay. So let's start off. If you're on YouTube Live, you'll be able to see what's on the screen. If not, I'll try and explain it as much as I can to those on Instagram Live. Facebook Live also will be helpful because you can see that on the screen. So I'm going to start with, this is the first page of the booklet that you will see. So the booklet is all about productivity, procrastination, how you can get through those barriers, especially as a young person working from home, because I know that's super duper challenging at the minute. You can work through, the booklet's going to be available in its own little Google Drive place somewhere. So keep an eye out for that. Do let me know if you've got any questions live as we go through. We are going to, and I'll answer them as and when I can. So, yeah, if you ever get stuck on any of these things, you don't have to go through all this stuff now whilst I'm chatting through it. You can go through it at your own pace whenever. And if you ever get stuck, just drop me a message on my Instagram, and just know that you can't be perfect with any of it. It's working on kind of your productivity and working in the best way from home is going to be an ongoing thing, and you're going to be ever learning, ever evolving. So let's go on to the first page in the workbook. So it's all about checking in on your productivity. So being productive, as I said, and working from home is tough for anyone, let alone our young people at the minute. So I want you to just go through the following questions, and even if you're an adult watching this, 100% recommend. So I would just read the following, go through, and I'm going to chat you guys through it. And yeah, I just want you to have a think about it and just start thinking about these questions that you might not have thought of before. So for example, on a scale of 1 to 10, how productive would you say you are in your day-to-day life, for example, working from home? So today, for me, 10 out of 10, I was productivity queen. I got everything done on my list that I wanted to get done. I just felt really on top of it. But there are days when I'm too productive. So just think about your average day. Now, what does being productive look like to you? So that's completely your own view. Being productive might be working solidly 3 hours a day. It might be working solidly 8 hours a day. You need to think about, we're going to go through it and how it's going to affect our mental health and how we can do our best, basically. And then think about the things that stop you from being productive. So for me, it's 100% my phone and social media. Social media is part of my job and my day-to-day life. Having my phone is part of my job. Oh my God, don't yawn like me. Grab a cup of tea, guys, and get comfy. So social media and having a device is a big part of my life, and I find it very difficult to disconnect. And as soon as messages come through, I'm replying to them straight away. So it is hard. That's what stops me from being productive. So let's move along. So why do you want to be productive? Why do I want to be productive? I want to be productive because I want to be able to actually do more in less time that I'm working at the minute. So one of my big goals this year is to work less hours, but still kind of earn the same amount of money. And yeah, that's one of my big goals. So that's why I want to be productive. One of the reasons why. Next question. What would you use your extra time for? So exercising, calling friends, working on your side hustle. For me, my extra time would be doing stuff for me, which would be anything. There's so much that I've wanted to do. So I've always, I've over the past year downloaded a lot of like online courses to work in regards to business and like social media that I've never ever had the time to go through. So I've got all these courses just sat there, and that's something that I'd use my extra time for. And then the last question is finally kind of what areas of your life would you like to get most productive with? And for me, it's 100% work, 100% every day. I am probably spending more time procrastinating about doing work than actually doing it. So that is super important for me. And okay, so I'm gonna go on to the next page and just keep walking you guys through this. So on the next page is, guys, don't forget that this workbook is going to be available to you guys, and you guys can just go through it at your own pace. There's no pressure to even like finish it. So please don't, or even look at it if you don't want to. If this video is enough, then that's absolutely cool. So on the next page, I'm just going to show you a graph that my lovely friend Chloe Slade from a business called Vibe and Flow, which is all about the manifestation process, visualization, money mindset. She did a productivity course and she put this graph up, and I've asked her if I could use it, and she said yes, 100%. So make sure you check Chloe out on Instagram and Vibe and Flow, because they are tip top for anything productivity, manifestation, just incredible. So let me show you this graph. Now, you definitely cannot see this clear enough, so I'm just going to get it up. Guys, any questions as we go along, just let me know and I'll try and answer them best I can. So I'm just going to get this graph up because clearly you cannot see it properly on the screen. So at the very top of this graph is what I use when I am struggling. Sorry, I'm just looking at my iPad to make sure I'm getting the notes right. When I'm really struggling with procrastination, not being able to work, and I'm like sat there literally looking at my laptop, I'm on my laptop ready to work, and then I'm like looking at Airbnb holidays, or I'm on Misguided looking at clothes, and that is not productivity. So that is lack of productivity. So I get this graph out, and I'll make sure you guys can get this graph. It's all available. I'll hit up, give you guys all this stuff. It's fine. Sorry, just having a mad one. So at the top it says, are you finding this task boring? And then it goes through, for example, yes. It says you need to add more fun. What can you do to infuse the fun into the task? Think along the lines of changing location or playing some music. Now, it's all about finding the reasons why you are procrastinating and finding things difficult. So I will make sure that task is more visible. And let me just read some. So, are you finding this task boring? No. Are you finding the task frustrating? Then it says yes. And then it says because it's difficult, ? Yes. So you need to simplify the next action step. You need to break it down. How can you make this easy? So it's just a little graph that's there to help you break down your goals more and make them. So for example, if you're really finding it hard to revise chemistry, because you're finding it difficult. Okay, so what can you do to make it easier? Can you ask a friend? Can you do some research? Can you email your chemistry teacher? Just really, really break it down, because it's when our brains go into overload that they can't think about what the next step is. They just want to think of the end goal, and the end goal is knowing and answering that chemistry question, for example. But if you don't know it, you can't answer it, right? So Just getting comfy. Let's go on to the next part of the workbook. Hey team, people joining Instagram, join us. We're just going through the productivity workbook, which will be available for all my SASA students, and those who also want it, you can DM me, etc. So just hopping onto Facebook to see if there's any questions. Okay, no, nobody's got any questions, have they? Hope not. Okay, so breaking down your goals. Let me just read you through this. Okay, so I found this really nice quote that I really like. The fundamentals of being more productive are setting goals and maintaining energy and focus. So I'm just going to read you what it says on the screen if you can't see it. So it says productivity. This is all my own work, by the way, guys. Apart from the bits where I've said that it's not my own work. So I'm just taking you through it. Those joining Instagram, the Instagram live, and want to see what's going on the screen, join either Facebook Live or YouTube Live, and you'll be able to see what's on the screen and what I'm explaining. But the workbook is available to you. Productivity starts with goals. When you're clearer on your goals, and you're more likely to be focused and enjoy what you're working on, even if it is revision. So this is what we're going to look at next. I found out some research that back in 1991, a study was done by a guy called Weldon, not Sheldon from Big Bang, that showed group goals inspire people to work more quickly for longer periods, pay more attention to the tasks that matter, become less distracted, and increase overall effort. Now, this, I can understand, can be hard for most young people at the minute working from home, because you're by yourselves, you know, you're not in a classroom with your friends and your teacher. So I suggest either setting up a WhatsApp group, Snapchat group chat, Instagram group chat, and with your friends, people in your class, and stay accountable with each other. Set a group goal, say for the next hour, put your phone in a room, you know, set an alarm, and then we'll check in each other in an hour to see if you guys have been revising for an hour. And then pull someone up if they haven't done that goal that you said you were going to work towards as a team. When you're working towards a team, when you're working towards a goal as a team, you're more likely to complete the goal. Just checking in on Facebook. Amazing. Yes. Love those guys that are moving over to Facebook and Instagram. Definitely the way forward, because you can see everything that's on my screen. So now we're going to go on to the next page of the workbook that I think you guys will really enjoy. And if you want to do it now as I'm speaking through, definitely do it. I'll give you a couple of minutes to do it. So when it comes to setting goals, I've found out from business owners, friends, when it comes to setting goals, you need to focus on the feeling that you want to create rather than the goal of I'm going to travel to Italy, or I want a new handbag, or I want to finish this maths paper. Instead of focusing on the physical material goal, what is the feeling that you want to create behind that goal? So let me explain that more, and you'll be able to see it more on screen as well. Am I visible enough, guys? Please tell me. I'm just making myself comfy. I'm just continuing to check in on Facebook to see if there's any comments. Leanne's loving life. Yeah, I'm so pleased. So keep asking questions if you guys have got questions. So the first thing which I would suggest to do is, if you have Pinterest, come on, Ziggy, stop moaning and come here. Come on. She's moaning at me and looking at me. I would, if you don't have Pinterest, create a new account Or if you're not really a digital person, over the next few days, whack out a notebook or you know, A4, A3, larger piece of paper. Get out, you know, print some pictures, get out a newspaper, and create a vision board based on feelings that you want to feel rather than material things. So I've put an example on the screen of my vision board. You can't see it really well, but I can link you to my Pinterest. Let me actually get it up on my screen and then I can scroll you through. So for me, it's more about places and maybe words rather than a physical things like a new car. Let me get my Pinterest up. Vision board 2021. Okay, so let me go to Shad. Don't know if you can see, team. I don't want to. Okay, so this is my vision board. The color looks funny. I don't know why. It's because the light on the screen. Anyway, this is my vision board. So I've got like yoga, someone doing yoga, like Paris. I've got like a balcony, several balcony pictures, sunset pictures, running pictures, you know, sea pictures, airplane. Then I've got some quotes like be the energy you want to attract. A lot of it for me is abroad, which we can't do at the minute. You can, you know, I'm in alignment with my purpose. So it's all about create a vision board, guys, and think about how you want to feel. So I've set my goals, which we'll come on to in a minute. And it's based around how I want to feel, because really feelings are the things that are going to push us through the goals. And your reasoning why behind setting the goals. So if you're watching and you want to create Pinterest account, as you know, we're going along and adding to it, if anything pops up for you, then please feel free to do so. I'm just gonna have a sip of my tea. I'm not used to talking for this long, so I get really dry throat. So let's go on to the next part of the workbook. So this is my feelings that I want to embody in 2021. So this is when I was going through all of my kind of yearly goals and breaking them down. So the feelings that I really, really want to feel this year are joy, happiness, love, health, adventure, purpose, and alignment. Now, oh my God, these feelings just get me excited, guys. Like, this is how I want to feel, like, all the time, every day. So the activity below, which you guys can do, don't have to do it now at all when you get the workbook. So once you've completed your Pinterest board, we need to get a little bit creative and use the blank space below to write out the words of the feelings that you want to feel, and you know, use paints, colors, materials, anything to help you feel more connected. So I should have drawn my example, I guess, of joy, happiness, love. Just write out those words, big, you know, bubble writing, whatever, and really, you know, you might not know those words right now, but figure them out. You will over time. Let's move on. Bear with me. Okay, great. So it's obviously come up quite small on the screen, so I'm going to try and talk you guys through it again. So under each word, so for example, one of my words that I kind of want to embody this year is health. Under each feeling, so health is one of them, I want you to write what you want from this feeling. So we are breaking these feelings down to create goals which will help us become more productive. Okay, so it's a long process, but better to do it this way than set yourself a goal of I want to be a millionaire by tomorrow, which we all know is not going to happen. But you got to be realistic with your goals. Okay, let me check in on Facebook. How is my Facebook team doing? Good, they're doing good. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just checking in. Okay, so underneath health, so I've put under each feeling, I want you to write what you want from this feeling. So underneath health, I have put, this is all of my personal stuff that I'm happy to share with you guys. So one of them is to feel lean, strong, and powerful. The next one is to have healthy skin. Another one is to work less hours. And the last one is to feel mentally and emotionally strong and stable. Now, underneath those, we have to dig a little bit deeper, okay? And how are we going to make those feelings become actions and therefore become goals, okay? So, for example, one of my goals is to feel lean, strong, and powerful. So, underneath that, I've put weightlifting 3 times a week, cardio twice a week. And then under that, I've put keep a food diary and send to my personal trainer. To have healthy skin is another one. Under that, I've put drink 3 litres of water per day. Underneath that, increase my vitamin C intake. Another one. Under health, I've got to work less hours. I've put break down this plan of what I need to earn to be able to work less hours. Below that, keep working on launching my new coaching business, which is coming soon, which is super exciting. And then the last one is to feel mentally and emotionally strong and stable. Under that, I've put daily meditation and journaling. And then underneath that, take 1 week off work every 6 weeks. See how I've broken down those goals, all from the feelings that I want to feel and embody this year, okay? I think that's super important. Okay, tea is done. We're going to go on to the next page. I will make sure for the next video that I do tomorrow, it's all broken. You can see the thing on the screen better. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's how to deal with anxiety, stress, and pressures. So we'll go through that. So I'll read through what's on the screen. So setting goals can be super scary as long as you follow the steps that we've just been through, really help you identify the next natural step you need to take, rather than think of 10 steps ahead and thinking, how on earth am I going to be able to reach that goal? So the next section is about dreaming big. We've been focusing on kind of smaller, more attainable goals, but I don't want you guys to forget about dreaming big. I have such big dreams of things I want to do in my life, places I want to travel, things I want to do with Sasa and my career, and I don't want you guys to forget about your big goals, because those are the things that keep us excited and motivated. So when you have a spare 20 minutes or so, I want you to take the workbook and work through the below prompts to help you stay excited and motivated for your big goals and your big feelings. So the first question says, the biggest goal or dream I have that I would like to plan is, what a question is that? I have a super big one, but I have to keep it a secret because it's to do with Sasa and I don't want to get everyone really excited. So that's where we are. And then let me have a look. Just checking in on my Facebook team. Yeah, everyone's doing good. And then the next question under that is the 5 steps which would help me progress towards achieving this goal are. Okay, and then you list 5 steps that you could take towards achieving this goal. Start breaking it down. And then another question is 5 people who could help me achieve my goal, who I could study, have a chat with, or could mentor me are. Okay, and then look through and think about, so you've got your big goal, and then you've got how you can break down this goal. Those that are joining Instagram Live, hey, better to go on Facebook or our YouTube Live, because then you can actually see what's on the screen I've got as an overlay, what I'm talking through, just so you know. So all this dreaming big stuff and planning goals really gets me going. I bloody love it. So we're going on to the next page, which is procrastination, which is a huge part of my life, unfortunately, which I said to you guys earlier. When I know I've got something big to do, a big piece of work, I will sit on it for ages. I will procrastinate. I'll get on my laptop and I'll look at clothes, or I will look at Airbnbs, flights to go away on holiday, even though I can't go anywhere because COVID. So procrastination, let me just read through to you guys what's on the screen. So procrastination is the action of delaying or postponing something. And the reason people begin to procrastinate and feel stressed is because they're either bored, uninspired, or know that they should be doing something they haven't yet completed. So my question is to you guys, why are you resisting doing that thing that you've been meaning to do? Think about it. Why are you procrastinating? It could be so many reasons. So when you're struggling to procrastinate, guys, all these questions are in the workbook that is available that I've created for you guys. So hit me up if you want this workbook, completely free. It's like 17, 18 pages long of working through goals and procrastination and productivity and working from home. So just let me know. If you see us on YouTube Live or Facebook Live, then you'll be able to see what's on the screen. So when you are struggling with procrastination, I want you to go through the prompts on the next page, which I'm just about to load up. So bear with me. Oh, I need to plug my laptop in. That'd be a disaster. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay, so let's go over the procrastination prompts, as I call them. So when you're stuck and you're like, oh my God, I can't get past this rut. Like, how am I going to get past this and actually work on the stuff that I actually need to work on rather than stuff that I really do not need to work on? Questions like, do I need to do some research? Do I need to get my ideas out onto paper to try and piece things together? Do I need to clear up my workspace? Do I need to go to a coffee shop? Currently not the minute, or change rooms to work. So for example, some days I work from my bedroom on a little desk, and sometimes I work from the dining room table just to give myself a new place to work from. I know it sounds random, but sometimes switching it up can really help you and your productivity. Do you need to call a friend and chat it through with them, or just have a little bit of a chinwag just to take your mind off things and change things up? Could you write out your feelings and see if this helps? So if you're procrastinating about something, could you write it all out and think, okay, like writing a diary entry, that sometimes helps me just to get my thoughts out onto paper, and then like it's a weight lifted off your shoulders. Last question, do I need to get clearer on my goals? That is probably one of the reasons why you're procrastinating. So what have I procrastinated about recently? Finishing our Arts Council application, okay? So this Arts Council application, if we can get the funding from them for SASA, then it will really help boost us. It's all about helping with boosting us with regards to coronavirus. But I've been putting it off. And why? It's because it's out of my comfort zone and I'm finding it really, really hard. But I know that I need to do it because the end goal is that it could put SASA in a really good position, help us start back up again, get our events running again. So I need to think about that and break down the steps. What's my next natural step? So the hardest part is normally actually getting started. So if it's just a piece of work, if you start and you do it for 5 minutes and you set yourself a timer and the timer goes off and you're into it, boom, you've like cracked the code of procrastination. Now, if after 5 minutes you're not feeling it, then stop. I would advise you to move away from your workspace, take a walk, go grab a snack, do a dance, do anything you need to do to get your mind off it. And if you come back to it and you still can't do it, leave it. Put it aside, you're just not ready, and that's okay. Gotta go on to the next page. We're nearly at the end, guys, which makes me sad, but has to end sometime, eh? So checking in on my Facebook teams. Guys, if you've got any questions, let me know, because I want to, if you can get them through. Get the questions through so I can. Oh my God, sorry, I'm not concentrating. Get your questions through so I can answer them and see them before. So let me just see what's on our next. Okay, so physical surroundings. Get tidying. Your physical working environment has more of an impact than you probably think it does. And I've added some pictures in for a little bit of inspo. So yeah, take a look. This is what I did the other day. No, a couple of months ago, not another day. Sorry, guys, I'm just logging into YouTube to see if I can see comments. I think that's right. I should be able to see comments on here, no? I don't know. Sorry, guys. Give yourself a break. Okay, amazing. We have got no one doing comments on YouTube, which is not amazing because I like a few questions, but great. Okay, sorry, let's carry on because we're nearly there. Firstly, if you're really struggling with productivity, I want you to tidy your workspace, and it will immediately give you some headspace. Those of you guys joining Instagram, hit up on YouTube Live or Facebook Live because you'll be able to see what's going on screen. So, and I've put some pictures on the workbook as well, so you can have a look at some inspo. I don't currently have my own desk at the minute. I've recently changed addresses. So yeah, I'm trying to get all my workspace set up and make me feel better again. So having plants around your workspace can actually make the space feel more welcoming, but also there's studies that have shown that it can improve, plants can improve the quality of the air in the room and reduce your stress levels, as well as increase productivity, which I think is mad. So maybe consider having a plant on your desk. I'm just saying it. Let's go through this one. So natural light and fresh air is super important. And this goes for adults as well and your staff members. If obviously we're not working in an office at the minute, but maybe if you've got staff members that you can chat to, natural light and fresh air, 100%. So I make sure I try and take the dog out 3 times a day, and gives me fresh air as well as letting him go for a wee. It can help increase blood flow and, you know, brightening up your working environment. It will just help you lift your own spirits. And then it brings me on to my next one. Last but not least, get organized. Buy yourself some nice stationery, you know, a nice little desk organizer, pen organizer, and be cheeky. Ask mum and dad, your parent, your guardian, your grandparents, your brother, your sister for your birthday to get a new desk lamp or a nice candle or a nice board to pin pictures up, you know, of your friends, your family, quotes, and just a bit of space. Being in your own space will make you feel so much better, and having a tidy space as well. In the workbook as well, I've also put a link to one of my Instagram reels, because it's a little reel of, I had this mid-afternoon slump. So I was like, oh, how am I going to be able to get out of this afternoon slump? And I put my incense sticks on, my candles, tidied my desk area. And then I was like, okay, brain is already feeling fresher. So I'm going to take you through this last little bit, which is all about planning your day and your week. I am actually going to be focusing more on planning your day and week in the organisation and time management talk that I'm doing this time next week. But for now, I want you to get a notepad, not now. Grab a notepad and get yourself a new one, because every morning I want you to spend 10 minutes starting your day doing looking at these following things that are on the screen. Okay, so for example, ask yourself what are your priorities for the day, and writing them down on a list and having them, in front of you on your desk, knowing, and you can keep referring back to that, so that's what your priorities are. Print off your online school schedule if you're at school and you've got to be in maths from 1 till 1:30, or PE from 2 till 3 or whatever. Print off your schedule, stick it up on your wall, and then you know where you need to be when. If you are an adult and you're at work, I suggest this. Can you see? Yeah, okay, so it's a week view planner. I actually also recommend the students getting this. I will leave a link. It's a collaboration between a lovely lady called Alice Benham and Polly Vidaz from Psy Studios. They created these incredible products, which I love, and I got gifted by them. So thank you. You've got your day. You can sort out your day, as you can see. Really recommend. And then same again with the week. So sitting down and asking yourself some of these questions and planning out your week, getting your schedule up, great idea. Another thing, write a checklist of all the things you need to complete that day, but not such a huge list that you're going to be disappointed if you don't complete it. Maybe think of 3 top things that you think 100% I can complete today. And that's what I've done today. And I'm so bloody proud of myself because I haven't finished a to-do list in forever. And then another quote or prompt that I've put on there is, when I'm feeling stressed, I am going to ... And you need to think of something that you can do when you're feeling stressed. Go for a walk, go call a friend, get away from your workspace, and yeah, it's super duper important, guys. So yeah, I guess so that's kind of it for this session today. I hope you guys have got something out of it. Don't forget that I've got the workbook, so if you want access to the workbook, just let me know. I can send that on to you. All about productivity, obviously. Does anyone have any questions? Can you let me know? If you don't want to ask them live, that is absolutely fine. You are more than welcome to drop me a message on my Instagram, drop me an email on Sassa's Instagram. If you've got my number, WhatsApp me. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this session on productivity. I guess moving forwards now, there's so much to do. Moving forwards, start with a workbook, work through. There's a few pages that I haven't actually shown you, but they'll be in the workbook with full explanation. It's just tying things up at the end and how you can continue to work and improve your productivity. It's a never-ending job. It's going to be like that always. Let's look some comments. Bonnie, thank you, amazing, you're fabulous. I don't know about fabulous. Yes, please, to the workbook, 100%. We'll get that sent out to you first thing tomorrow. I know it's only 10 to 9, guys, but I'm an early bird. I go to bed early, so I'll be getting ready and getting into bed and reading my book after this. So Bonnie, I'll send that to you in the morning, along with anybody else who wants it. Just drop me a message. Guys, have a lovely, what day is it today? Tuesday. Oh my god, I thought it was Monday. Have a lovely Tuesday evening. Anything you need, hit me up. Tomorrow's live is on how to deal with anxiety, stress, and pressure. So team, have a lovely evening. No, Bonnie, not paying for the workbook. It's free. It's free for you guys. Big love. Speak to you later. Toodles.